Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Coffee and Comics, where Captain is being a little crazy right now. But I have one of our great friends, Jeremy Rathbone.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How's the circuit of the press going?
The circuit of the press?
Yeah, you've only been, promoting
yeah.
What are you promoting?
Well, I'm promoting Saga of the Robot Vikings.
Which sounds amazing.
Cool.
Because why not mix Vikings with robots and make it a saga?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much else you can say.
Yeah.
So where? I know you talked about this on the podcast yesterday, and Dan sucks. But
Yeah.
for the viewers, this is the live stuff now. Where did you come up with this idea?
A long time ago.
Okay.
Actually, I think the very first drawing of a Viking robot I ever did was in San Francisco.
Oh.
WonderCon.
Well, WonderCon was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
When it was in San Francisco.
Yeah. I was hanging out with Tim Vigil, and he had one of his buddies there.
Right.
And he had told his buddy that I drew pictures of robots in historical whatever, things that don't make sense.
Right.
And he's all, well, hey, can you do one that's a Viking? And I was like, oh, I suppose I can do that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then thus, Saga of the Vikings, Robot Vikings was born.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now, it's a Kickstarter because you need help paying for the publishing of making the comic books, right?
The print run's got to be covered.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean. The publisher is Scatter Comics,
Yeah.
who is sponsoring this show as well. But you need help with the printing out the stuff that you slave over, drawing and writing, and because you write and draw it. Or there's the collaborations.
I do some of the writing.
Right. Okay. It's collaborations.
Yeah. I didn't make it all that clear on the podcast.
Okay.
So I can just repeat everything again and say it better this time.
Make it clear to me.
So I originally was working on it as a webcomic that was weekly, and I did a page a week.
Right.
And I didn't actually plan it at all. I just thought it would be more interesting to make it each week. I'd work on it from Thursday to Wednesday, post it on Wednesday, each page individually. And I wouldn't do any of the writing or art or anything until it was time to work on that page for that week.
It's pretty good.
So there are some pages were entirely written by me.
Yeah.
But eventually I started getting people, I realized it wasn't working, and I got writers involved in helping me actually write it.
That's kind of like me, because when I was writing my first comic book as well, I'd go to Starbucks every day after work and just write at least 2 pages, and then life got in the way. And so that writing 2 pages kind of just dissipated for a while. But I continue to. I never stop. I'll always take some time and just maybe pound out a page or 2. So, and then progressively it'll come together.
Yeah.
So.
But also, Saga of the Robo Vikings is sort of an anthology, a serialized anthology. So one of the stories so far is entirely written by me.
There you go.
And was done in 24 hours.
Oh, that 24-hour comic book thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah. That is an awesome event that everyone should do.
If you ever wondered how hard it is to make a comic book, but yet want to challenge yourself at the same time, come to this 24-hour comic book thing and find out how hard it is, because it's not really that easy. You gotta come up with a good story. You gotta come up with, if you can draw, then you gotta draw it.
Yeah.
And then sketch it out, and then there's a lot of pieces that go into making a comic book.
My goal was always to just make a story.
There you go.
It wasn't to make a
Oh.
good story.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you want to think it's good.
Yeah, I could try.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
not, you know. I know you just don't write out just like,
Yeah.
The puppy went to the market. I'm done. No, I know you like are like.
Yeah. But at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
things get a little weird. Like, oh,
Yeah.
and there's a giant squid now.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There's a giant squid called Squidly.
Yeah.
You know, he's a sidekick that sometimes comes in. He's intermingled into the story now.
Yeah.
He sticks to the plot. Because he's a squid. Get it? I was rolling with it. This is what happens when you work from 3:45 in the morning to 12:15 and no sleep. This is not doing a damn thing for me.
Well, it's Starbucks to start out with. That's really... yeah.
I don't want to be like this, though.
Yeah.
Don't want to look into the future with so much caffeine in me. Just like, I can see the future. It's pretty bright. Not gonna lie.
Because you're going to fly into the sun one day?
Yeah. I'm gonna just let loose. And just be like, screw it! And just take off into the sun. And people are like, when did Jay learn how to fly? And they're like, it's Jay, so it's fine. But then I die, and it's like, oh, he actually died though. Yeah. I committed suicide just flying into the sun one day. It's a very big, that's an epic suicide right there.
Yeah.
Flying into the sun. Also, almost as epic as I've read that one of your Vikings has axes for hands.
Okay, yeah, so the main character in one of the stories, Eric Axe-Handedson, his father had axes for hands. When his father got killed
Right.
by some horrible betrayal and backstabbing, he took his father's hands and now uses them to...
As axes.
To take out his enemies and the enemies of his father.
The weakness of axes is to stab the person in the back instead of the forward. Because you're going to get that hit slash right off. What else? Other names? Because there are some pretty unique names in this saga.
Yeah, we did some research and wanted to name the various characters after legendary Vikings from history.
Right.
Radbod, which doesn't sound,
Right.
like it might be, but it's an actual Viking name of a guy. You should look it up.
It's pretty
Thorald.
Thorald? Is that a mixture of Thor and... Or is that an actual, like...
No, Thorald is a legitimate, Viking name. They wouldn't just name their kid Thor. They'd be like, well, he's cool like Thor, so we'll name him Thorald.
Let's hope he grows blonde hair and then swings a hammer.
Yeah, well, red hair, actually.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't Marvel readers back then.
You got a good point. That sounds interesting. Now, tell us some about some of the different levels of people that will donate, what they will get in the Kickstarter.
Sure.
We all know in Kickstarters that it's the problem about being a Power Ranger.
That was unprofessional.
Constantly busy. Hey Ben, you know what's unprofessional?
Interrupting people's podcasts?
Maybe. No, but alright, so we know that Kickstarter has a whole bunch of, if you donate a certain amount of money, you get, a free shirt, or a free mug, or a dinner with the people. What are your offers for the money that you do?
Well,
Kickstarter?
Very cool.
it starts off pretty low. For only $1. I'm going to be posting a video on the internet when it gets funded, and just doing a happy dance of joy.
There you go.
And and let everybody know.
That's good. That's good.
And,
That's good use of $1.
Yeah, it's $1.
Okay.
And there's more interesting stuff, though. I tried to make some of the tiers pretty interactive, so they actually get involved. The higher end stuff. Well, of course you can get a copy of the book.
Right.
I mean,
of course.
like that
would be pointless.
That'd be silly. Yeah.
Here is $75. Where's my book?
Yeah.
Please.
For $15, you can get a copy of the 48-page book.
48 pages. That's pretty good.
And it could even end up being a 60-page book if we hit our stretch goal.
That's pretty good. What if like someone was to give you $400?
$400?
Yes. What would they get for that?
Ooh, we don't have anything specifically for $400.
You're just like, I didn't know someone would do that.
Well, I've got some below, and I've got some stuff that I'm toying with that I'm going to maybe add later that's above $400. But we're going to keep hush-hush until we got that sorted out.
You know, you should do. Buy like fake hands and glue axes to them. And just like for $400, you'll get, you know...
Axe hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, guys. Get a piece of the book. Not only do you get the book, you get a piece of the book. Just trying to help.
Yeah, for some of the higher tiers, one is to help design a Robot Viking.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'll contact you, and we'll discuss it. You'll talk about what you think would be cool for a Robot Viking, what you would like it to look like, and we'll work that character into the story.
Nice.
For another interactive, say, reward is designing a monster. One of the upcoming stories that we're working on is Radbod going to hell. And he's going to have to defeat a series of monsters to get back out of hell.
Sounds like an awesome video game, too.
Yeah. That's another thing, but that's a future.
You're like, listen, I got it all planned.
Yeah.
Thanks for opening the can of worms.
Yeah.
Still doesn't sound like an awesome game, just like a simple platform.
Yeah.
Like a scrolling, just in the levels.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome. I'd play that.
Cool. Maybe when we get to the video game.
Right. Portion.
Yeah.
From all the book sales that you sell.
Yeah.
Get so much money. Get all that Viking money.
Viking money.
Yeah.
That's better than regular money. Yeah.
Pillaging, all the cons.
Gold coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say the other thing, because you know, don't do the other thing.
Yeah.
Because that's not nice. Okay, I went off on tangent there. I apologize. So monsters, create monsters.
Yeah.
And then when you said that you can create, like when you certain amount of money, you can help create a character. I had this notion that a guy would do that, and he's like, okay, how about you make him a mixture of Thor and Loki and put them together? And you're just like,
I'd do that.
You do that?
Yeah, I'd make it. I can make that cool.
Okay.
It shouldn't be something that you can make cool, but I think I can make that cool.
Okay, because I thought you'd just be like, guys, okay, I get it, it's a Viking. Totally awesome. But can we be more original than taking two Marvel characters that are popular? That's not, you know, that's what I would kind of do at first.
Well, that'd be logical, but you know, I'm just going to take whatever silly idea and run with it and try and make it as cool as I can make it.
That makes sense, though. That makes pretty much sense. Alright, so, you can find it on Kickstarter. So, kickstarter.com/Robo, Saga of the Robot Vikings. Facebook, Saga of the Robot Vikings. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, go. Twitter, at Jeremy Rathbone. What else is going on? Tell us more about why you should give to this awesome Kickstarter. Promote yourself. Be like, yo, give me some money.
It's a good story. And it's also a good way to get some of my artwork fairly inexpensively. Some of the... Man, those Power Rangers.
I know. Sorry.
It's a good way to get some of my artwork fairly inexpensively.
And if you don't know, Jeremy Rathbone is an amazing artist. And if you haven't seen him at like Sac Anime or Super SacCon you've been to, right?
Yeah.
You've been to other major conventions as well.
Emerald City.
Those are good too.
WonderCon.
Great.
It's been a few years. Went to Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con is a whole different thing in itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, like I said, you have amazing art, and so, along with the amazing art that you do, there's probably going to be a lot of amazing art in the book, which they should also look forward to.
Yeah.
That's why they should donate money.
Yeah, if they like robots exploding and making other robots explode and castles, axes, you know.
But you can't go wrong with robots exploding, castles, axes, people drinking, and others are drinking in this book. Well, the robots, they won't drink.
Yeah, they're busy. They're
Pillaging.
pretty busy, yeah. They're pretty much
Just
full-on pillage mode the entire time.
It's got to be a rough. It's gonna be a rough life.
Yeah.
Just pillaging.
And it's a good thing they're robots.
Yes. Yes.
That's kind of what they're built for.
That's true. You have a point. Touche, sir. Touche. So, do they have like an automated ship, or is it an actual like?
It's a ship. It's sailing. You know, like a.
So it's robots sailing an old ship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have like technology or anything. They just, you know, axes and swords and shields. And
okay. You know, some people want to know.
they still ride animals
All right.
that are robots.
Right.
But, you know.
Wait, so the animals are robots as well?
Yeah.
So the horses are like cyber horses.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But no cyber like ships.
Nope. No, because ships are not animated.
You have a point.
Yeah.
You have a point. But you can't just like, no, still a rudder.
Yeah, yep. There's some rowing sometimes. They still have an anchor. It's
Okay.
old Viking
So you're mixing.
ship.
So you're mixing old stuff with technology.
In a way, it's sort of like what if there was a fantasy world where everyone was a robot instead of a person,
There you
and maybe even the robot people. We don't know.
It's almost like, what if the Doctor just took all the Cybermen and dumped them in Vikings time?
And took away their ability to
Kill. Yes.
do technologically related stuff.
Right. Like low-level Cybermen
Yeah.
that have axe for hands.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. That's I'm telling you, axe for hands is a smart idea.
Well, it comes in handy sometimes.
Not all the time. Because I mean, what if you have to use the bathroom? That's just
Yeah.
it's a whole set of different problems like that.
Yeah, if we get to the... This is going to be a good thing for the backers.
Right.
Of course. If we get to the stretch goal, we make it 60 pages. We're actually going to talk about the
How?
axe-handed.
Oh. That's a good idea.
He has his own story. And we're probably only going to be able to publish it if we get to the stretch goal.
And the stretch goal is, what is the stretch goal? How much are we asking for the stretch goal?
$2,400.
$2,400. So
That's sounds like a lot, but that's only
that's not that bad.
yeah.
So if the backers really want to see a lone story with axe hands, what's his full name? His full name's
Axe-handed Olafson.
Axe Handed Olafson. Yeah, if you want to see that guy and it's his own story, because he sounds like he's gonna be one of the main characters. It's a badass character. Put more money. Trying to get to that 2,000 level, and then we can see, a standalone story. That'd be pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind reading that either. There's a lot of things I wouldn't mind reading that you're telling me right now.
Cool.
Robots, Vikings,
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
things.
Well, Power Rangers have to like robots, right?
True, because there's cyber dinosaurs and cyber robots and stuff, but the Japanese got it right when they made Power Rangers first. And then, Americans do it well too, but if you see the Japanese Power Rangers first and then see the American Power Rangers, you're just like, I'm gonna go Japanese Power Rangers because they make more sense. With the wackiness that they do, they make more sense in Japan shows than in America. That's just my take on that. But alright, so what else is going on, Jeremy? What else is going on? And what cons are we going to? What cons are you planning on going to?
Next one is Quantum Con. Have you heard about that one?
No, I have not. Is that the one with it's a mixture of Doctor Who and comic books?
Not what I heard.
Okay, what I heard something different then.
It's going to be a kind of overall science fiction show
Okay.
out in West Sac at the community center. West Sac Community Center.
Okay.
I believe it's the 8th. So it's coming up soon. Oh no, it's the 9th.
9th of November.
9th of November. Yeah.
That's...
Yeah. You should go to that.
I should if I'm not horribly exhausted after my move.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving on the 2nd. So... I'll think about it though.
It'll be a fun show.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun show.
Sounds like fun.
Doctor Who people.
Right.
Some Starfleet's going to show up.
There you go.
Firefly fans, I think, are going to be there.
Brown coats.
Yeah.
Brown coats.
They're setting up Artemis game.
Ooh. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of sci-fi and like that kind of stuff, do you believe you know about the Captain Marvel movie, right? It's coming out. The female Captain Marvel.
I was told, I think by you
Right,
yesterday,
yeah.
that was a thing.
She puts on the glove. She's the female superhero.
Yeah.
So apparently some of the people at work that are in the comic books, as I do, want... You watch Game of Thrones? I can't remember this lady's name. I want Katie Sackhoff as Miss Marvel. Because, come on. Starbuck. She's badass.
I only know the original Starbuck.
No, that's perfect.
The guy Starbuck.
People
Yeah.
Have you not seen the new one? You're killing me here, man.
I can talk about old Battlestar all you want, though. 1980 even. You know, time travel, Nazis, turning things white, whatever.
Wait. You want to rewind then?
You didn't see that?
Time traveling Nazis.
No. They time traveled to see the Nazis.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
Because they researched
Right.
Earth's history.
Okay.
Because they came to They came to Earth.
Right.
You know, because that's what Battlestar is about. It's
Right.
finding Earth.
Right. And starting a new life.
Yeah. Well, they found Earth, and it was 1980.
Oh.
And 1980 Earth could
Right.
not defeat.
The Nazis.
No.
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 That's right. I know my history. I just thought that it was going to be an alternate universe because it's.
Oh no.
sci-fi.
It's this.
Okay,
it's
so
basically-
1980, so they found acid wash genes.
Yeah.
and-
And they're like, hey, wow, the Cylons are going to totally be able to beat up 1980 Earth.
Right.
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 So they researched our history and decided that what the best thing they could do is give Battlestar technology to a group in Earth's history
Right.
so they could change the world, but they needed a really strong, powerful political force.
So they choose the Nazis?
Well, they quickly realized they made a mistake.
Literally, they didn't do enough research in Earth's
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
With all that technology on that ship, they're like, you know what? These guys right here, with the shapes.
Yeah,
and
they almost took over the Earth anyway, so we'll
Yeah,
just
I
give them
mean,
the power.
yeah, it seems like they did totally good, taking
Yeah.
over half of Europe. Why don't
Yeah.
we give them phaser guns, and
Yeah,
that will make so much sense.
yeah. Of course, then they traveled to meet the Nazis, and we're
Right.
like, whoa,
They're like,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah. And this episode was in the 80s.
It was in 1980.
That sounds about right. Sounds,
Galactic 80.
yeah. It sounds like the 80s trying to be edgy on TV with sci-fi and everything like that. Nowadays, where everyone's trying to be edgy and cool with sci-fi, and it's like, we get it. Robots trying to destroy the world. Something new. No, but they, okay. We got a couple of minutes. Did you see the two covers at Entertainment Weekly that talk about the Terminator movies now?
I did. I saw Matt Smith there,
Yes.
and it was like, who are all these other people? I don't know who they are.
They're restarting it,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
And so Matt Smith's supposed to be a soldier. And then they have the girl, they have the dragon lady, the dragon queen from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. You mean the Mother of Dragons
Yes.
or whatever they call her?
Yes. She's going to be in it.
Okay.
They have her on a motorcycle with, I'm guessing, one of the Terminators that come back to the past.
Uh-huh.
And then Matt Smith, the soldier, and then one of the guys from Rise of the Planet of the Apes is in it as well.
Matt Smith is a time traveler. That's
Yeah.
weird. Who
That's not...
thought of that?
He doesn't seem like he's a good time traveler. He wouldn't fit that role at all. Almost like he crashed his TARDIS and just was stuck there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe that's what Trenzalore really is.
Very cool.
Is Earth?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you're just waiting, essentially.
Did you hear the plot stuff that they talked about?
No, I did not. What is the plot?
They're saying one of the major changes is Arnold is going to be in it.
Right.
They've already shot stuff with him in it. They're saying Arnold is a Terminator. And he was sent back even earlier to raise Sarah Connor. And so he's that's why it makes sense he's an older guy, because the biological parts of him started
keep breaking
aging.
down.
Yeah. So that's the big.
And they didn't want to spend the money to upgrade him.
Yeah.
Because it's hefty penny.
Yeah. Well, it's also hard to upgrade him when he's stuck in.
1980.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happens in 1980. I can see why a lot of people want to forget the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Berlin Wall comes down. Alf.
Cylons show up.
Cylons show up. Doctor Who, did that kind of like take a dive in the 80s?
Yeah, but yeah, but I don't know. The 80s was a long time.
And then once 85 came, it just started building back up because of Back to the Future, Indiana Jones.
Well, that's when Doctor Who started.
Star Wars. Well, you know, there's so much good sci-fi coming that one of them had to take.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good theory. That's a good theory.
If we didn't, if Back to the Future didn't make time traveling cool again, then no one really wanted to do time traveling things because Doctor Who was kind of just like, you know.
Yeah, they kept making all those wobbly sets. And
now you got a DeLorean, you got a fresh face man named Michael J. Fox, who used to be on an 80s sitcom show, and then now he's going back in time with an awesome scientist, who then goes back to 1985 instead of
skateboards. Yeah,
which always made me want to learn how to skateboard.
That movie,
yes, and then take off the trucks and pretend I'm on a hoverboard. Which, by the way, Kickstarter. Speaking of Kickstarter, they're trying to do a Kickstarter for a hoverboard, but it's like $10,000. They're asking, right, Ben? $10,000 for the hoverboard?
It was 10,000, yes.
$10,000.
I thought it was like $7,000.
No, $10,000 to build it. And then, like, how much are they going to sell it for if it does get built? A lot more.
Yeah. Well, they're saying they're also more focused on the technology behind it than the actual hoverboard itself.
We shouldn't do that.
For I think like $300, you can get like one of the little hover units that they use to build the hoverboard.
Nice.
The hoverboard, I think, takes more than one unit, though. I think it's...
Yeah, it takes multiple units.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just get a hold of one of those and just drink some coffee and then just like one night just in a storage room, and all of a sudden I get the Iron Man suit.
Could be. Especially if you get multiple hover units. Then
I just built off that one little unit and make it into something huge, and everyone's just like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, "I had some time off."
Yeah. Well, if you pilot a Zord by day, you should.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. If I can take a morpher from a little watch and just press it, and then like a whole suit comes on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can make a lot of things. I've always thought of making the suitcase armor for Iron Man. Some guy told me it's actually possible, but it just would be a waste of time. I'm like, wait a minute, why are you bringing my dreams up, but then crushing them, telling me it's possible, but it's a waste of time?
It's not a waste of time.
No, it's not a waste of time.
Never be a waste.
Do you realize how many minds you would blow at Comic-Con if you just like, give me a second, and you threw the suitcase down and all of a sudden it started just like building on you?
Yeah.
YouTube page would go looking through the roof. Oh my god. Also, the FBI would probably be after me too, though.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I made an Iron Man suit that actually is functional.
Yeah.
if I worked for the FBI, I would be like, we need to look at this guy. And, you know, then I'd be screwed. Anything else you want to plug before we,
No, I think we're good. Just, you know, head on over to Kickstarter / Saga the Robot Vikings and see all the cool Robot Viking stuff that you can see.
I'm so excited
All
to
right.
make a capsule.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm nervous.
Twitter, again, Jeremy Rathbone,
Yeah.
at Jeremy Rathbone,
Instagram, Jeremy Rathbone.
right? Cons, Jeremy Rathbone.
Yeah. Just Jeremy Rathbone.
yeah.
Just get on your computer,
Right.
go to Google, and
Right.
type in Jeremy Rathbone,
Right.
and you know things will get sorted out for you.
Which you probably do sometimes, don't you?
Just to make sure I'm accurate when I say that. Yeah.
Just narcissistically just going,
Well, I want to make it easy for people to find.
that's true too. That's true.
So I got to test it every few months just to make sure.
Alright.
Like one time I did it and I found like some character in an anime that I didn't know who it was. I was like, what? No, this isn't what I want people to find. This isn't. That's
It's
not
like,
me.
you know Jeremy Rathbone? Yeah, that anime he's in? No, this is... It's a real human being. His eyes are not this big.
Yeah.
And lines don't go this way when he's angry. But I thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
Alright, so you can follow me at Short Nerdy Man on the tweets and on the Instagrams. You can watch more of these episodes at TBP Studios, so please subscribe to this channel and go over to TBP Studios and check out every other show that's on there because they're amazing people. And come to the comic book stores or go online or cons near you to buy some scattered stuff because those are amazing people as well. They sponsor the show. I thank them for it, and I thank you for watching, and please be more kind.